All right, now that you've have your pattern pieces cut out, you have the half apron piece and the pocket piece. You're going to lay out your fabric and pin these pieces to your fabric. So we're going to need 2 apron sides, one on the solid fabric and one on the printed sides. So we're going to layer these fabric pieces up. So first of all, take your printed fabric. Remember, this is the selvage line. And you're going to fold it over to the selvage line. Fold it the long fold, the hot dog fold. So line that fabric up with the selvage line, the finished edge. Kind of get the creases out of it, lay it flat. Then you're going to layer up the solid fabric on top of it. So this fabric, you have less of it because you're not going to make pockets out of it. So it folds over the long way again, hot dog fold. If you fold this one the other way, you won't have enough fabric to make an apron out of it. And you're going to just layer them on top of each other here, just like this. It's really important that the folds get lined up. So line up those folds very nicely so that then the aprons will be the same size. Both pieces will be of the apron will be the same size. So like one is going to be the front and one is going to be the back of the apron. So then take your pattern piece and the edge that says place on fold, you want to place it right on the fold, directly on that fold, as close as possible to that fold. That's the most important thing here, is that that's pinned right there to the edge of the fold. Okay? So I would scoot it down a little bit from the top there so that you'll have room to cut around, and make sure you get it on the solid piece. Don't have it hanging off over the edge where it's not on the solid piece. And the pocket is just going to go on the printed piece. Okay? Make sure if your fabric is directional, like has a right side and a wrong side up, make sure that it's the right side up so that your apron, the picture's not going to be upside down on the apron. Now with the pocket, you see the grain line of fabric line here, this parallel line. You want to make sure that it's not running the wrong way. It needs to be parallel to the edge of the fabric. Okay, these arrows need to be equally distanced from the edge. So you may want to get a measuring tape and measure just to make sure it's laid out correctly. Now when you're pinning, you want to pin perpendicular to the edge of the paper pattern. Perpendicular is like this, T-boned, okay? So you're going to go down through all the layers, both layers of fabric and the layer of the paper. Go down through, then come back up through, and push the pin in all the way so that you can cut over it, okay? Keeping sure to realign up each time you put a pin through. You just need to put one pin every 3 or 4 inches. But make sure, again, that everything's lined up right there on the fold. Pins are going through all layers. Okay, and you're going to pin all the way around. And as you get down here, remember you want to keep the pins going perpendicular to the fabric. Push it all the way in so that you'll be able to cut right up there next to the pattern. So pin all the way around. Then when you're ready to cut, get it approved first before you cut. Come by, ask me if it's okay, if you've laid it out correctly. That way we can make sure that you're right before you cut. Then after I give you permission, you'll cut right along here, right close to the edge. Okay, so go ahead and lay it out and pin it right now.